morning, guys. This is John with Reseller University, and we're going to do a quick little day in the life today. I'm down in North Carolina. Lucas is still up in Virginia. He's going to make his way down today. We have a wedding to go to this weekend, so he already needs to come down and pick up a suit. So I'll even show you the behind the scenes, even without the business stuff, some personal things. But of course, we'll get to work as well and get some business stuff done today. So yeah, enjoy. A little breakfast time action. Got some eggs, some fruit, a little bit of cheese. Got to start off the day with a great little meal to get the juices flowing and some energy. This is a pretty standard breakfast for me. I pretty much eat this every morning. Okay, so we're gonna ship out orders now. This is my personal business side. The LJ side, the LJ liquidation side, Lucas is getting up in Virginia right now, but I'm down here in North Carolina, so I'm just gonna do my personal business today. We have 15 orders today, just ranging from all different kinds of electronics, cameras, AirPods, Apple Pencils, literally anything. I have pretty much everything, hats, shoes. So yeah, we're gonna ship those out. Shipping is the most important part of your eBay business, because if you don't ship out items, then you won't have happy customers. And if you don't have happy customers, you don't have a business. So let's get to it. All right, so we're coming over to our camera box to pull the orders for today. First up, this camera here sold for $200. I got it for 100 off eBay, so just like it's not a crazy flip, but still made probably 70 bucks off of that. I can't open it because it's packed, but I'll flash the little like thing on screen showing that it sold. Next up is this broken camera. So even if your cameras are broke, like this one still sold for $40 because it's a Canon. So if you know how to fix these, like that's a great little option, because this will sell for 150 if it works. But I just don't know how to fix them. So next up, we sold this camcorder thingy. These things usually are not that great, but because it's Canon, again, I think this thing sold for 70. I'll flash it on screen, but yeah, like again, just a nice little camera here. Probably got it for roughly $20 to $25. Next up, we sold this Sony CyberShot. The battery door is broken, but it still sold great. Or not great, but $70. Again, probably got it for 20 to 30, so not making crazy amount of money on that, but just got to keep them moving. So battery door is broke, so that kind of stinks, but it's all good. One quick thing, our number one question is how do you source so many AirPods, cameras, Apple Pencils, electronics in general? The number one thing I tell them is to shift their focus from thrift stores, yard sales, flea markets, and look more towards the bulk suppliers. So maybe that is going to a thrift store, but just asking the employee, hey, every time you get cameras and every time you get these electronics, and can you hold them for me and I'll buy them all. I have a connection like that. It's super nice because I don't have to worry about going to the thrift store every Monday morning to see if they've restocked. He just texts me when they get something in. Same with online. If you know an eBay seller that gets these in often, then just shoot them a message and say, hey, I'll buy these in bulk if you can hold them for me, and you'll have an immediate buyer and not have to worry about listing. I have probably 10 to 30 suppliers that are like this, and even some of them have moved off eBay because I found their company and they have a whole company outside of eBay, and so then they save money on fees. So there's a lot of different ways to go about it, but the main thing is to shift your focus from buying one-off items to find where you can buy in bulk. It definitely requires a little bit more of an investment up front, but it's worth it in the end, because now I spend way less time sourcing, way less time worrying about finding deals, way less time driving around town, and it just gives me a more opportunity to spend time with friends and family instead of worrying about going to the next garage sale on a Saturday morning or going to a thrift store early on a Monday morning, if that makes sense. Got them all packaged up. We'll probably go to the post office here in another 2 hours and ship them out and get them out there fast to the customers. So on to the next thing. Now I'll show you, we're gonna go buy some calculators on eBay. I'm not gonna show you the exact listing because I don't want you to take my supplier, but we'll kind of show you the details and the math I worked out. So just put in an order here on some TI-84 calculators. I usually don't buy these in bulk too often just because they're slow sellers kind of, but now that it's August, they're gonna be flying off the shelf since people are going back to school, so I went ahead and put an order in from one of my old suppliers for about 140 of them. It's TI-84s and TI-83s, so not a crazy deal on my end, but I should still make a little bit of money. So yeah, that's why I purchased them, but on to the next thing. Okay, so now I'm sending out offers on my eBay listings for my LJ liquidation page. This is the business that me and Lucas run, so we always set 15% off offers. These aren't anything crazy here, but maybe they'll accept them. Also, just responded to a bunch of messages. One and two eBay stores definitely requires work, but it also helps to have another person working on it as well. So yeah, we keep it running and it stays pretty good. But now we're done with all the admin work, so we're gonna get into a little bit of sourcing. Okay, so now we're getting some cameras listed up. I have about like 12 or so parts cameras. I always put those off to the end, so I'm finally getting to them today. Right here we have this for parts Canon SX160. I'm gonna list it for like $29.30. It'll be a good deal. It's pretty mint condition, honestly. It just has like some corrosion there. And then I listed these already, but yeah, we'll see how much these sell for. Again, parts cameras aren't the greatest. That's why I kind of put them off. I usually lose money on them, so it's like I don't really want to list them, but it's all good because most of them usually work. So we're gonna finish listing these, and then me and Lucas actually have a wedding this weekend, so I have to head about 30 minutes north to go pick up my suit. So I'll show you all a little bit of the behind the scenes with that. That should be fun, and you'll get to see more of a casual side of me and Lucas. But we're gonna go and get this done and start packing up and heading out. Forgot to film, but we just went to the post office, so dropped off, I think it was 15 packages. Super easy drop off. It was a long line, but I got to bypass it because they had prepaid labels. And there's the truck right there. That way you know I'm not lying. I just finished a little Bible study on 1 Samuel 7 and 8. It's pretty interesting because the nation of Israel is like, they're demanding to Samuel, who's their leader at the time, that they want like an earthly king. Essentially what they're saying is like God's not enough for them. Like they want someone that they can like see, that they can like touch, that they can actually like run to as like a human form of protection. I don't know, I just think it's interesting that like thousands of years ago, people were pretty much the same as they are today. Like people nowadays are running towards their phone, running towards social media, running towards money, running towards success. They're running to something that they can touch or see in order for protection. So maybe it's getting to a certain status level in their company or going to money to protect them and to shelter them. Humans are always trying to look for something to fulfill them and protect them, but nothing will fulfill them like God. And so, yeah, there's just a little devotional for today and good reminder for me that all the things in the world that God made are good, but not as good as Him Himself. So we can't idolize them. So whether that's like a manly king, money, or success, we gotta stay locked in. So always got to get in the Word every day. It's definitely one of the things that has helped me the most. Definitely an underrated tip. I feel like it's not talked about enough in business. All right, Lucas joined me finally. Yep. So we're gonna go get our suits all tried on, and we'll show you when we're in there. Trying on a little suit for the wedding. Getting all fitted up. Got the new watch as well. He's got his watch. So yeah, looking good. Now we're here at good old Chipotle for a little lunch action. So yeah, gonna talk about some business and just life stuff in general. But yeah, gotta get a good lunch in for the rest of the day. Right now we're getting a little workout in the gym in before some cold calls. I know probably it looks like in this video we haven't been doing any work today, but it's just been a busier life day, which is one thing that's nice about being self-employed is you can kind of schedule your days based on how much stuff you have for like personal things. So today's more of a personal day, but like tomorrow or the day before, work 10 hours a day, you know, to make up for today. So it's kind of nice how you have that flexibility and you don't have to work straight 9 to 5. So, yep, hitting a little push day in here, a little chest and shoulder action. And yeah, then we're gonna go do some cold calls and then maybe a little bit more sourcing. And then we're gonna have our Bible study guys over. So. Like an hour and a half of cold calls, called probably anywhere from 20 to 40 people. Some conversations last a minute, some last 10 minutes, you never know. Just with cold calls like these, you're gonna make probably 100 calls at least before you get your first client. We've called thousands of people and probably have about 10 suppliers we regularly work with. And so what is that ratio, like 0.1%? So don't expect your first call to have a deal done. Expect to put a lot of work in. And yeah, so we use a lot of AI tools for this. We use Claude to help us source some numbers, pop those in Excel, give them a ring, see what happens, make some notes. As you saw, we have a little TV back here just with some basic information. That way we can kind of look up to there and call. But again, you can just kind of start with this without having anything. Just start calling places around you. Look up e-waste suppliers near me and just give them a ring and see what happens. So now I'm gonna go pick up a package that has a good screen, and we're gonna fix a pretty high-end Canon camera. I'm thinking about keeping it for myself, but also might list it because it's worth like $400. And then after that, some of the guys from our Bible study might be pulling up for a nice little hangout this evening. So see you soon. All right, so now we're fixing a Canon SX620. It has a broken screen, so we're just popping a new one in real quick. Usually don't do this, but it's a nicer one, so I'm gonna do this easy job.
Now that we've read Ruth chapter 2, I want you guys to understand it's not just a romance story, it's more than that. It's a horizontal reflection of a vertical relationship between us and God. The question is I want to ask you guys is, do you think you're Ruth or Boaz?
Bang.
Vincent.
Dang, good job.
People. What's up, guys? We just finished the pool. We had a nice kerplunk back and forth.
Nice kaplunk.
We got. What do we do today? We gotta tell them. What do we do today?
Oh, frick.
What did we
got
do in the pool? What games did we play?
What did we play? What did we play?
What games did we play? What games did we play?
Fisherman. And throw the chair in the water.
Oh, yeah. Throw the chair in the water. Say that.
We saw how far we could throw that chair in the water. John got it the farthest at about almost all the way across the pool. Then we have pre-dent student right here.
You know it.
Having such a fun time. We cooked burgers and then ate food.
And now ice cream.
Yay, ice cream! Show your happy face! Yay!
All right, so that was a little peek of our day in the life. Definitely looked a lot different than a typical business day, but we had a lot of fun and did a lot of personal things, and so we just had a good time hanging out with the boys, and yeah, just having a good time. So tomorrow we'll be back more to business, be filming a lot more, doing a lot more videos, doing a lot more editing, some listing, of course, and yeah, we'll get back to it, but definitely subscribe down below if you want to see more long-form videos just like this. We'll try to be more consistent with them. We've been a little slower this summer, but we'll try to be more consistent with talking heads, like podcasts and type deals, and also little casual videos like these. So we'll see you guys next time. Bye.